Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a truck that's right behind me. Customer brought it in for a cruise control issue. What I did is I double checked it by test driving it, and sure enough the cruise control is not working. But during that test drive, I also noticed that we have the hill assist and the active brake assist is on the dash. So I went ahead and hooked the computer up, and sure enough we have a code for the VRDU not receiving power. Some people usually disconnect it, or sometimes there's usually a damaged wire. So that's pretty much the first place I'm going to start at, is at the front of the truck, so we can take a look at that VRDU. And if the wires are good and it's plugged in, then the next step I would do is go straight to the passenger side, open the door, and take a look at the fuses. Sometimes the fuse would be blown, and that would happen because sometimes you get water intruded into the wire, or it just blows of old age. But in this cases, what I would do is start at the front, then work my way inside the truck. So this right here is your VRDU. Usually there's a cover over it. In this case, this one's missing. So what I wanted to do was check the plug, which it was plugged in. And this, for instance, this one also had a damaged wire, which we repaired. And I made sure it's properly secured. Now, when it comes to the VRDU, keep in mind, do not mount your license plate here. You will throw a code on your dash saying that there's something in front of the computer. So just keep in mind, don't put anything here. And when you open up the hood, try to avoid the middle area. So keep that in mind, because you don't want to hit this with your foot, misalign it. Then you got to go back to the shop, get it realigned. Just make sure it's clear of debris. I've seen where a branch or even a trash bag that got picked up and that's blocking the front, it'll throw an indication on your dash saying that there's something blocking. Repaired one wire, still having the same problem where it's not receiving power. So the next step I'm gonna go is right to the passenger side to take a look at the fuse. Now just remember, we checked the wires in the front where the VRDU is, and we had that one broken wire. We repaired it, plugged it back in, and we're still having an issue where it's not receiving power. So the next place I'm gonna start is right here with your fuses. Now if you guys remember, we did a video not long ago about where to find the fuse location on this Freightliner Cascade. Once you pull the cover off, you remember the word pull, you know, no tools. That was the fun part I liked. There's a cover. So the cover does come off. It's 2 clips, you push and it swings out, and just gently pull, and then it should pop right off. So then you have the door in your hand. And then inside the door on the bottom has descriptions of what we're looking for, all right? So what I did was I found the fuse that I was looking for, which in this case was F65, and it was in this far corner. And I did have a blown fuse, so eureka. What I did was I went to my tool bag that we are building together, guys. Hint, hint, we're gonna need a pair of pliers. I like my needle nose ones because they reach in there. I pulled out my fuse. Usually have some spare fuses right on the top. I'll get a close-up of that for you guys. I took a spare, which was a 5-amp fuse, installed it, and then again, I used my test light to confirm that we're getting power on both sides. So another hint, another tool drop, a test light to put in your tool bag. So made sure we had power, turn on the truck in the on position, and guess what, guys? The light went out, saying now it's receiving power, went disabled. So the next thing it said on my computer saying that the sensor was out of calibration. Here's the tough part when it comes to recalibrating the VRDU, is that you have to take it to a shop for them to hook it up, and then they have to drive the truck, which I'm gonna do. And you guys will see that step by step of what I've done in the truck. You'll see me driving, you'll see the computer hooked up, and then you'll also see where I have to drive at a certain speed and a certain distance for the computer. Once it all completes, it'll tell me if it succeeded, or I may have to follow another troubleshooting. But that's the next step that we would have to do, is hop in the truck, take it for a test drive, and then start calibrating that sensor. All right, guys, so if you like what you saw today, don't forget to pound that like button. If you have any questions or concern of what you saw today as well, please leave a message at the bottom. And guys, if you want some more content coming your way and save you some money, you guys have to subscribe. I'll see you guys at the next video.